Hello, this is Andy from PC Gamer, and this is Elite Dangerous. Now, we've got access to the premium beta. The game recently left alpha, so I thought I'd show you a trade run. Obviously, trading is a big part of Elite and Space Sims, so I thought it'd be cool to show you how that works. So here I am in a Sidewinder. It's not a trading ship, it's got a pretty small cargo hold, so I'm not going to be making a massive profit here. This video is more just to show you the process of buying and selling in space. So here I am approaching Azaban City. You can see another player there in front of me just docking. This is the multiplayer segment of the game. So I've requested docker permission, which you must do, and I'm now making my way into the city. So docking can be pretty tricky. I'm not amazing at it, but I'm getting better. I'm using the yaw function on the flight stick I'm using, which is a Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog, which is a ridiculous 300-pound piece of kit. It's metal and heavy, and it's a really nice stick. And I play Elite with the stick because it just does, it feels better. You get more of a sense of being in control of your ship. So I'm using the yaw here and just nudging the thruster slightly just to sort of get myself over the landing pad. So the HUD changes, you can see at the bottom of the screen there, to show my position in relation to the center of the landing pad. Now you have to be accurate because the station will grab you and, take hold of your ship, but you must be right in the middle. And you have to lower your landing gear as well. So there we go. I'm now in the station. Now I can enter the hangar here and I can outfit my ship and stuff like that. But first I want to find out where I'm going to be trading to. So I bring up the galaxy map. The game is set in the Milky Way, which we live in, obviously. But in this beta, there is only like 5 or 6 star systems that can be explored. The final game, according to David Braben, will have hundreds of billions of star systems, but he said that only a small portion of that will actually contain, a human presence. So I looked at one of the star systems there. Butus is an industrial system. So I go to the commodities market and I try and think about what an industrial planet might need. There's a lot of resources, stuff like medicine and food. Well, most systems will need it, but I think I try and go for something more specific here. So the game is telling me that plastics are an industrial material. I've got 1,000 credits, which is what you start with. This is a brand new multiplayer character because my last one died because I got a massive bounty and the space cops killed me. So I bought some plastic. I've got a very small amount. So now it's time to go and trade with another station. So I've got 5 minutes to leave the station. If I hang around, I'll get shot by the automated security system. They're pretty harsh about loitering. So I squeeze my ship out. It's fairly easy to get the Sidewinder out of this little gap, but once you're piloting something like the Lakon Type 9 or the Anaconda, you really have to carefully squeeze out of that gap. So I lock onto Butus, which is the star system that I'm heading to, and I fire up my hyperdrive, which I've mapped to a switch on the Warthog's thruster, which feels really satisfying. It's got a nice metal click, and there I go. I'm in hyperspace now. Very nice effect. This looks amazing in the Oculus Rift. I've played a lot of Elite Dangerous with the Rift, and this sequence in particular is pretty impressive, as you can imagine. And so I pop out around Butus, the star itself, which is an impressive sight. So now I'm heading to the nearest city in the Butus system, which is Chango Dock. To get there, I engage Super Cruise mode, which these lines on the HUD here means that I'm in Super Cruise mode. It's not quite light speed, but it's pretty fast. It's a way of traveling locally around systems. And what happens is I've now been interdicted. Now occasionally other ships will pull you out of Super Cruise, and this can either be pirates who want you to eject your cargo or they'll kill you, or it can be, in this case, the local law enforcement. So you've got the Federal Security Service saying that he's authorized to perform a ship scan. So I'm being scanned for illegal goods, basically. But since I only have some plastic, I'm fine and I'm free to go. And I can get back into Super Cruise mode. And actually the city I'm going to, Chango Dock, is around this planet here, which is Chango, which looks like a sort of M-class planet. You can see the space cops there flying away. You know, I'm free to go because I'm not a lawbreaker. So I go back into Super Cruise mode. Now the trick in Super Cruise mode is not to go fast. You've really got to sort of keep an eye on your acceleration and the distance to the city so you don't overshoot it. It's quite fun actually. It's a slow process. I cut most of it out here because it does go on a bit, but it's fun sort of getting good at sort of pulling out of Super Cruise just at the right moment. So now I'm approaching Chango Dock, which is another Coriolis starport. I hope the game has some other starport types. I mean, these are cool, but a bit more variation would be good. This one does look different though. It's got different lighting and stuff, so there's some differences. I also like you see sort of holographic advertisements outside the docking slot, which gives it a nice little detail, kind of Blade Runner-esque. So once again, I'm using my yaw to nudge myself in. A couple of times I've been doing this and other players have just battered into me from behind because, you know, some people just don't want to queue and wait their turn. You get a time limit on docking as well, so I've got 9 minutes-ish here to get to my docking point, which is 36. So once again, I nudge my ship in, using gentle sort of pushes of the thruster and also my yaw. And I'm in. So now I'm going to sell the plastic I bought in the previous city. But then I realized that the buy price is lower than what I paid for it, so this has been a blowout. I've actually lost money on this trip, despite my best efforts to try and find an appropriate, you know, resource that this city might have needed. But you know, whatever. There's a lot of cities in this premium beta I can just ferry stuff between, and the goal is to make 1 million credits to buy the heavy cargo ship, but that may take some time, especially at this rate. But that is trading in Elite Dangerous.